Survivor may make a season with only players' children. Jeff Probst has said on the record that there is interest in a next-generation season of Survivor. Survivor has been around for a long time at this point. Long enough that the children who were once staring at the screen every Wednesday are now adults eligible to compete. Players of the game from decades ago are now all grown up, and many have children. Some, like Sandra, had children before they even came out to play the game in the first place. So is it possible that there could be a season one day featuring only the grown-up children of Survivor players? Jeff Probst thinks it could happen one day. Jeff Probst and the next generation. The comments about a potential season of Players' Children come via the podcast On Fire with Jeff Probst. Probst gets a question about whether or not he'd like to see a Survivor, the Next Generation season. His answer seems promising, although Dose would say if we're on long enough, that is something that would be really fun, Jeff said during the podcast. And then you find a way to incorporate their parents who played the game into some sort of mentor role. So it seems as though a season of Survivor Dynasties is well within the possibility of happening someday. At the moment, it seems as though there just aren't quite enough grown children yet for it to happen. Probst said that all the children have to go through the same casting process and psychological evaluations as regular players. That likely eliminates some of the potential children players from being eligible to play. Survivor children. There are several Survivor children who have already been a part of the game. Sandra's daughter, Nina Twine, has done 2 seasons of Australian Survivor. Both times her gameplay has been very impressive, although she's far from her mother's 2 wins. Ciara Easton was one of the first Survivor children to ever play. She infamously voted out her own mother, Laura, originally from Season 19 in Survivor, Blood vs. Water. There are plenty of other legendary Survivor players with children at this point. Many of them will likely get to hit the beach with Jeff Probst someday. Every year the game continues to exist, there are more and more kids eligible to play. That makes it seem like an inevitability that a Survivor Next Generation comes into existence in the future.